I was reading Thus Spake Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche, and it seemed to me as though Nietzsche was borrowing images and symbolism from the tarot cards so as to construct his narrative. In Thus Spake Zarathustra, there are two towers, and a fool is riding a unicycle across these two towers on a tightrope, and the tightrope breaks, and the fool he falls to the ground, and he is mortally wounded. And then the prophet Zarathustra, or Zoroaster, comes over and talks to the mortally wounded fool, and Zarathustra speaks to him, and the fool says to Zarathustra, "O Zarathustra, I am terrified of going to hell." And Zarathustra says to him, "God does not exist, and therefore hell does not exist." And then the fool, he dies in ecstasy, he can die in peace, which he proceeds to do. And to me, this seems to come from the tarot. In the tarot, you have the Tower card, and you also have people falling out of the tower. I think that the tower is struck by lightning, and people are falling out of the tower, probably to their deaths. And this seemingly is what is happening in Zarathustra, in Also sprach Zarathustra, so as to give it its German title. And also the Fool is a tarot card as well. So one of the things I like about Thus Spake Zarathustra is that even though he is an atheist, this seems to be an extremely mystical and imaginative work, drawing from sun worship. Thus Spake Zarathustra begins with Zarathustra worshipping the sun. Of course, Zarathustra is a Zoroastrian prophet, and so I quite like this book because it draws on religious and tarot imagery to construct a fantasy narrative. I haven't read the whole thing. I must get back to reading it again. However, I think that this is a very striking image. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which in Latin is rota fortunae, and so we have the Latin word rota, R-O-T-A. We have the Latin word rota, but we also have the Tetragrammaton, Yahweh, Yehovah. So this is the name of Yahweh in Hebrew letters. So we have rota, but if you go around the other direction, if you start at T and go, I think this is counterclockwise, if you start at T and go counterclockwise, what you get is Torah. So you have both rota, you have rota, which means wheel this way, but you also have Torah, which means law or teaching in Hebrew, going the other way. And you have the name of Yahweh or Yehovah or Jehovah. So, and here we have the four evangelists as described in the book of the Apocalypse or the book of Revelation. These figures here represent Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I think this is meant to be Saint Mark. Saint Mark, I think, is depicted as a lion. I'm not sure who the other ones represent without looking it up. So yeah, I think this is a very interesting tarot card, especially the reason I got the tarot cards was to have a look at them with Thus Spake Zarathustra in mind. Alright, that's it.